Whistle presented by Ikonik Print. Jagraj Ali joined by Liam Higgs, and our guest today is Eagles captain Gavin Rocha. Roach, thanks so much for doing this. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, thank you for having me here.
So Roach, we'll start off, obviously, not the result the Eagles wanted, but it's getting there. The team is coming together, the chemistry is coming together. Overall, your thoughts on the game today?
Yeah, definitely not the result that we wanted. I think we're just not gelling with each other right now. We're not playing with our line mates, but it's coming together. We're getting closer every game, so the result will come eventually, and we'll just put in the work tomorrow. So that's it.
Well, I'll start with a quick question. Kind of get away from the game here. I know we've talked about the game enough, so let's start with some fun stuff. We've talked about some of the most difficult rinks to play at here in the BCHL. What do you think is the toughest rink to play at and why?
Maybe Coquitlam, because it's pretty tight. It's a small rink, tight rink, but I think Cowichan's pretty hard too. Good crowd there, so and they're always yelling at us, so that's a pretty hard rink too.
Yeah, the building certainly is buzzing over there in Cowichan. Rochi, I got to ask you, obviously you're not from Surrey, you're from the other side of the country in Bradford, Ontario. Playing hockey, you played hockey back out east, you played hockey here. What do you think is the biggest difference you've noticed in the hockey culture between out east and here?
Ooh, I think all the lines can definitely play. Even the fourth line, first line, second line, third line. Every line can play, and everybody knows how to play better. So, yeah.
I'm sure there's some third liners in Ontario.
It was always a point night. So.
All right, well, we'll continue with some of the hometown stuff. What's one hometown tradition or memory that still influences your approach to hockey?
Ooh. I would like to see Toronto win the Stanley Cup eventually, but even though it's not my favorite team, but I want that place to be buzzing, so hopefully they win the cup.
You might be waiting a long time for that one.
Yeah, you might be waiting a bit. I saw the reaction of our producer, who is a Montreal Canadiens diehard fan, and the shock look on his face. He looked absolutely beside himself. But Roshi, going on, you're not actually a full-time Toronto Maple Leafs fan. You have another favorite team, the Washington Capitals. So being a Caps fan, I got to ask you about Alex Ovechkin. One moment from Alex Ovechkin's career that stands by as your favorite Ovi moment.
I think definitely his first goal, he scored on his back without even looking at the net, or his last goal and he broke Gretzky's record. That was a pretty sweet moment.
First or last, I don't know if you remember the dueling hat tricks that he and Crosby had back in the playoffs. I remember watching that game. I was 5 or 6 years old myself, and just hearing Ovechkin score, then Crosby score, then Ovechkin's a one-timer, and the place going crazy. Absolutely unreal atmosphere. Higgsy, over to you.
Well, we'll stick with the Ovechkin stuff. Obviously, being named the captain of the Surrey Eagles this year, big congratulations to you for that. But what's one thing that Ovechkin does that influences you as a leader, both on and off the ice?
I think he's just a happy guy on and off the ice, and just not putting points up. Obviously, he puts points up, but just showing on the ice what he can do, and that's what I want to be like.
Well, I got a fan question here for you on Instagram, a fan question from @Sean Leary. I want to know, have you ever seen the rain?
Oh, Sean, I love that guy. Yeah, that's a good it's a song that we always listen to on the bus for trips going home. So, yeah, the whole team sings it, and we sing it loud.
Loud and proud, Higgsy, over to you.
Well, we'll stick with some more of the fan questions here. Another fan question from someone we might recognize, @Miles Bergen. Is it true Roshi is 6'5"?
I mean, people call me 6'5" on the ice, but off ice, definitely not.
Well, actually, Liam and I were talking about it in the broadcast booth today. The latter power play unit that was put out, it was Nishan Parmar, Lucas Dijon-Tomato, all these tall guys, and then it was you. And Higgsy made the comment that you play like you're the tallest guy out on the ice. So to answer Bergie's question, I think yes.
I think so too.
I think so.
All right, next question. We'll keep it going from Miles Bergen. This is just a fan comment. It's from Instagram @Miles Bergen. He simply says, "I love you."
Ah, man, that guy's my brother. I love that guy to death.
All right, fair enough, Higgsy.
Yeah, we'll stick with some more of the fan questions from @NickBrady5. Do you miss the boys back home or what?
Oh, I miss the boys. We had a great summer, and I can't wait to see those guys when I go home.
All right, moving on now. Roach, not many people may know this, but you're a big fan of 90s music.
Yeah.
You know, since you do love 90s music, what's a classic 90s track you listen to before getting hyped before a big game?
I like some Bob Marley. He can calm you down, and if you're in some like tough situations. But my favorite song is definitely "Everywhere" by Fleetwood.
Not bad choices at all. Hey,
Shout out to Scott Gomez for that one.
Yeah, Gomer, obviously. Let's stick with the 90s bands. What's your dream 90s band to go see with all the boys?
Oh my God. There's so many. Like, I
We're
don't.
putting you on the spot.
Yeah. Let me hear your guys' first.
My dream 90s band? Oh, I don't know if it counts as a 90s band, but if I had to pick a band to go see with the boys, it got to be Prime Motley Crue.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as for myself, I'm not really much of a listener to bands. I listen to individual artists, but I know some of the boys are big country fans, so maybe a Tucker Wetmore or a Morgan Wallen concert, I'm sure that'll have all the boys buzzing.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a 90s music, but Have You Ever Seen the Rain is a top one up there. Like, that just gets the boys together, brotherhood, just gets us going.
That's a good pick.
That's awesome, Rochi. Next question for you. Not many people know this, but besides hockey, you're a big baseball fan too. So I got to ask you, if you were playing baseball instead of hockey, what position would you want, and what draws you to that position?
Ooh, I mean, I always want to play goalie, so maybe back catcher, but probably outfield, because I did play baseball, so I played outfield, and I love every second of that, so probably outfield. And
don't have to run too much either.
Just kind of lazy, so you just catch the ball and do your job, and you make a lot of money. So, yeah.
Now we'll stick with some of the MLB questions. Which MLB player would you train with?
Ooh. Jose Bautista.
That's a good one.
Just hit bombs and throw bats.
I mean, who could forget the iconic bat flip? Now that leads into my next question. Do you remember where you were when Jose Bautista did that bat flip?
I think I was coming home from a hockey game, and then I actually was hearing it on the radio, and then I saw it on my phone. Well, not my phone, my iPod I think I had. And I was just like, this is crazy. Like, what a moment that was.
I mean, being 9 or 10 years old at the time, as a kid, you must have been buzzing.
I was fired up just in the car hearing that.
Fair enough, Roshi. Next question here for you. I know that, from a food sort of perspective, you're a big spaghetti and meatballs fan.
Yeah.
Now I got to ask, if there was a restaurant either back home or here that you would recommend for Eagles fans to go eat spaghetti and meatballs, what would it be?
Ooh, definitely the Spaghetti Factory. It's close to the baseball. I think it's called the Rogers Center. I think it's called. I forget what it's called, but it's close to the baseball.
Back home.
Yeah, back home. Yeah.
Pretty sure there's one out in Langley as well.
Yeah. I actually did that one with my billets, and it was really good.
Yeah, that's
really
a good one too. I like that one. I'll have to stick with the last question here for you. Talk a little bit more about the team, some of the guys. Brendan Gill, you said, is the guy who cracks you up the most. Give me a hilarious Gill show story.
Oh, man. So I actually lived with him right when I got here for a week, and every day we watched 3 movies a night, and his favorite player is Austin Matthews, and Austin Matthews' nickname is Poppy. So Gilly, he likes to sell you hard, and he does the little chin.
Oh, yeah.
That with his visor, and he goes like this. And yeah, so his nickname now is, I call him Poppy, but he's always smiling when I call him Poppy, and it just makes me it's a crack. It's so funny.
I'll try and get that in the broadcast next time.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Next time Gilly scores a goal, you gotta.
I'll try and get it in there. Don't worry.
Fair enough. A couple more questions here for you, Roach. We have a fan question from Instagram at Gabriella Pearson 34. Your pump up song.
Ooh, I do like Everywhere, that by Fleetwood by Scott Gomez. That one's he used to tell us to just start dancing when you're going to the rink. You're just walking slowly, dancing, just thinking about getting points. So yeah, I think that one for sure.
For you, Roach, napping and sleeping, obviously, it's important as a hockey player, and I know you like to do that on your day off. You know, besides napping and sleeping, what is it that you do on your day off to get yourself prepared for the next game day?
Well, you're not gonna like this one. I do sleep a lot on a game day. I live with Tyler Grammer, and he gets mad at me because he likes to go on walks, and I'm just sleeping away, and he's kind of waking me up, yelling at me, telling me to get out of bed. You're lazy, but it's funny. I love it. I kind of just relax and sleep for a bit, and then have my pasta, and then come to the rink, and then it's go time.
Yeah, fair enough. Rochi, my last question here for you. Do you have any message for your friends, families, Eagles fans who may be watching? As you know, you're the captain this season, you're the captain, and obviously things may not look right now, but that doesn't mean the ship can't turn around.
Yeah, you know, we're just in a hole right now, and we're just digging ourselves in the hole, which is it's not a bad thing. We'd rather that happen right now than playoffs. So we just got to get out of that hole and start working as a team, and we'll win games.
There you have it, Eagles fans. That is Eagles captain Gavin Rocha, our guest on the Final Whistle presented by Ikonik Print this week. Rochi, thank you so much for joining us, and we hope to talk to you more throughout the season.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I hope I'm here again.
That is Gavin Rocha, captain of the Surrey Eagles. Folks, that's going to wrap it up for this edition of the Final Whistle presented by Ikonik Print. Be sure to tune in next Sunday as we'll bring you another guest, another very familiar face to Surrey Eagles fans. And be sure to tune in for the Eagles game next Saturday as they take on the Langley Rivermen at the Lodge. Now, on behalf of our producer, director, Mark Richard, Liam Higgs, Gavin Rocha, this is your Garage Lolly saying so long from the South Surrey Arena. We'll talk to you again next time.